Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this handle. You see, very neat, gives your bag a very luxury finish. Yeah, so I'll be showing you how to make that. All you need is just basic materials, which is, I honestly do not know what this is called, but I get it from a bag store, and I usually use a length of like 9 inch. Then I cut my fabric. I add like an extra 3 or 2 inch to it. The longer the safer. I take that by 1.5 inch, right? So I also use a D-ring too. You can use color of your choice. Then I get something like this. So this is quite long. I'll just cut it into two, and you would see where I'll be fixing it into. So you can just have something like this, like 3 inch long in two places, right? And that is it. So now what we want to do is we would set all of this aside and kickstart. So we'll get like a needle and a thread. Please, twine preferably, roll it around this one of the edge, one of the tip, and you tack it with your machine. Then we want to go into fold this particular one. Can you see how very little that seam allowance is there? You fold over. So the essence that we want to have an opening that this thing can pass through inside very effortlessly. Then we'll start sewing. We'll just sew for like a few stitch, so we can start fixing in this particular handle, the pipe. Let's call it pipe. I honestly don't know what it's called. So you just stitch a bit, at most 1 2 3 4 stitch, right, to secure it first. So after which you would want to pass the handle, the thickener exactly, into it. So at this point I'm done stitching. So now we take this. Remember I said you should pass a twine into a needle and tack it around. So you want to place that needle, put that needle into the opening of the material, and make sure it comes out on the other end. So I was just trying to push it because I think I stitched too much. So I bring out the needle, I pull out the needle from the other side. Exactly. So try as much as you can not to stitch too long, like too much, right? At most 3 stitch is okay, so you can pull out your needle. So as you can see, I've pulled it out, and I will now put that part into that opening. So that's why I want to make sure you can, for it to be on the safe side, you can actually make yours 2 inch wider. So I've pulled it in already. You begin to sew gradually. As you sew, you pull, right? Can you see? As you sew, you pull. As you sew, you pull. As you sew, you pull. You just continue doing that until you're done stitching all through the handle, as you can see. So as you can see, I'm already done. So which means that thickener is going to be in between. We're going to have a little space on both sides of the material. But you can see I just pull it in. So we're going to have, this place is going to be soft and the other tip is going to be soft, so that we can fix our D-ring. Remember, we're going to be using a D-ring, right? So you just go on to trim out the thread, cut it off. You can find somewhere to put your needle. So as soon as we're done with this, we'll get our D-ring. As you can see, you just place it and you tack it down, just like you see. We just secure it on this end and we secure on the other end. So this is me just tacking the other side of the d-ring, right? Make sure it's firm so you don't pull out, because all of the pressure of your bag is going to be on this handle. Yeah, so you just trim out. Yeah, you can see. Then you can use like your lighter to burn every free. So this is what we have. You can see d-ring on both sides, and when you fold over, you see that you're having a very neat, curve. So remember that one that I said we are going to cut like 3 inch long. This is where it comes in. Those small straps, this is where it comes in. So this is the strap now that is going to be going into our bag. I'm going to show you what I mean. So sorry, I didn't know my camera was not wide enough, but we're going to place this inside of our d-ring like this. Then you go on to create like a hole, to perforate a hole on where you want to be your handle, and you put it inside. You have to drag it inside. You understand? You drag it inside, do the same thing, and pull, drag it inside. So exactly, I usually use a scissors to pinch a hole. Then you can decide to push it inside, like pull it from the inside, or you can decide to stitch on it, but I prefer to put it inside. To me, it's more secured. And by the time you're done that, exactly, can you see how this one went inside? You just put it inside. So before you now continue with the coupling of your bag, and this is what you're going to get.